Hello, welcome to yet another video tutorial courtesy of Tech Consulting. In today's video, we want to see how to create pseudo privileges or assign pseudo privileges to a regular user account. When we talk about pseudo privilege, that means we're taking a regular user account who has limited capabilities and is not able to, run certain commands which the super user can run. We take that user and we assign that user full privileges like the super user. Okay, so that's what we're going to do today. So looking at my screen, I have I'm logging, from a remote terminal to my server as root, and I'll begin by verifying the accounts that I have. So I'll just do tail dash 6. Let's see, password. So I have that user called array. So I'm just going to create a user real quick, and then it's that user we're going to use to carry out this task. So user add. I'm just really going to call this user. Um, call this user Chris. Okay, spell it that way, Chris. No, the K. Just call this user Chris. So that user Chris has been created. I'm going to assign the user password. So pass to Chris. Give it a password. I have to repeat the password. And the password for Chris has been taken and authenticated. So if I switch now to Chris's account like this, I'm logging out Chris. You see, I'm in Chris's home directory. Okay, home Chris. Now, there are certain commands like creating a user account, LSing the home directory, root directory, which only root can do it. So for example, I do ls/root. You see, Chris doesn't have permission to do that. It says permission denied. Likewise, if I do user add, I want to create an account using Chris to create an account for John. It says permission denied. Only the super user or root account can run those commands, for example. So we want to change that, and by changing that, we're going to give Chris sudo privilege. Okay, so to do that, I have to go back to log back in as root. So I am back as root. So the first thing we will do is assign this user called Chris to a group called Will. Okay, Will is the default group in the system that enables whoever is in that group or regular users in that group to one of the first steps to having the pseudo privilege. Okay, so I'm going to add Chris to a group called Will, and to do that I use my user mod -a uppercase G because it's a secondary group, not the primary group. So we say uppercase G, and the group name called Will, and the username in our example is Chris. Okay, so that has been done, and let's test that. Okay, let's test that. To do it, I'm gonna SU back to Chris's account. So I'm logging as Chris, and if I do ls root permission deny, right? But when I do sudo ls root, you see it gives me this error message. Okay, it says we trust, it gives me this error message, but it asks for Chris's password. So I'm going to put in the password. See, it says this Chris is not in the sudoers file. The incident will be reported. So we're not done yet. Okay, we want to such that root can always run the command without the system asking for root's password, and then we don't want to see this error message anymore. So let's go back to super user. Okay, I'm back as my root user. Now, the next step in our process is to vi into a file, or edit a file called sudoers. That file is in etc directory. If I cut the file, it's the sudoers. So this is the file we'll be working with, doing our changes. In this file, this will do our changes. Um, this is just so real quick. There are two lines which is my concern, and I'm going to just explain those two lines. Forget about the rest. So if you see where it says allow people in group will right here to run all commands. You see that line, all of this below that line has this pound sign. So that has been commented. So our task is to uncomment that line. Okay, we're gonna uncomment that line so that our user called root can run all commands just like our user Chris can run all commands just like root user. Secondly, if we want to search that when Chris runs her commands, it's not good. The system's not going to ask for a password. Okay, so to do that, we will uncheck this line as well. Take out the pound sign at the beginning. So those are the two lines, involved in this file that we're going to modify. So let's vi, using a vi editor into that file called etc sudo. Okay, so I'm in the file and I scroll down to the line, scrolling, keep going. We're not there yet. Keep going. Okay, so but take a look at this. See this line right up here? You see, root is able to do what root is able to do because root, you see, allow root to run any commands anywhere. You see, root all. So root line is by default root line is uncommented. So we're trying to do similar thing for other users. So here we are. So I'm going to uncheck this line right up here. So I come up here and I'm in insert mode now and using my backspace to uncheck that line, allow people in group will to run all commands, and then come down to the one that says password and I'll check that and comment that as well. So those changes have been done. I'm going to save and quit. So I save and quit the changes. So now I can go back and SU into Chris's account. So I log back in as Chris. Let's verify. Yes, I'm Chris. Now if I do ls root, it doesn't work. Permission denied. But guess what? When I do sudo ls root, now it works. Okay, it works. So we've listed the content in the root directory. Okay, and it didn't ask for the password. So root now can run any commands but beginning with sudo. I mean, now I can even create another user account, while logging as root. I mean, as Chris, sorry. For example, if I do user add John, I create an account for John, it didn't go through, says permission denied. But let's say I do, so now I put sudo and I do user add John. Remember, I'm logging as Chris, okay? So user add John, and that I'm wanting the home directory. Oh, John account already exists in this system. So let's try a different name. User add one in the home directory where it exists. Copying file from scatter into it. Okay, so if I see user add or I was trying to do sudo. So sudo user add um mat. Okay, what name can I use? Sudo user add I need a nice name. Okay, sudo user add I need to name root. Okay, sudo user add root. See, root account has been created. This is Chris creating user accounts now. Okay, whereas before we couldn't do that, but with sudo privilege, Chris can now create user accounts. Okay, um, let's delete that account. Okay, let's delete that account. So I can do, if I do user del root permission denied, but sudo user del and it's gone. So it went through. Okay, so that's how we do create sudo grant a regular user sudo privileges or privilege such that the user can have full access to the server and do enormous task. So create your accounts, create a regular user account, assign one to accounts, give the person sudo privilege. Now you can always log into that system, with that account and not log in anymore as root, and then do your task with sudo privilege. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned something, and good luck in becoming a good Linux system admins. Take care and bye.